Significant progress has been made to address the lack of proper sanitation in developing Asia and the Pacific, though it remains a persistent and increasingly pronounced challenge in many places now grappling with the impacts of rapid development and COVID-19 related sanitation needs. In this podcast, water expert Takuya Urakami of Kindai University in Osaka discusses Japan's complex sewage and wastewater services architecture and how its lessons learned in the face of socioeconomic shocks could provide a timely boost to the region's sanitation development. Urakami draws upon insights he shared during a recent virtual talk on citywide inclusive sanitation, co-hosted by the Asian Development Bank Institute and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
So by definition, water and sewage systems in Japan have to be owned and operated by the municipalities. Therefore, the municipal ownership causes diversity in vertical as well as horizontal structure in Japan. For example, the biggest sewage legal entity is Yokohama City, which has 3.7 million service supplied population. To the contrary, the minimum one is Kamikawa Town in Saitama Prefecture, which has less than 100 service supplied population. And the industry has faced at least three major issues. The first one is that the industry needs high potential investment near future. This is because of the aging facilities and frequent natural disasters. The second issue is that the fiscal pressure of Japan's high debt GDP ratio. Japan is more than double than the world or G20 average. So Japan cannot afford to pay any more subsidies to the water and sewage industries. So the industries are required more cost-effective management in the future. And the third serious issue is that the rapid population decline and increasing aging population. In coming 40 years, the population will become 2/3 of the current population. So we can easily to understand that the rapid population decline results in the rapid decreasing of water demand. That means the rapid decline of revenue of water and sewage entities. Moreover, we have to think about the optimum industry structure in the future. Depopulation is more progressing in the rural areas in Japan. So we think the rural area or decentralized area will face the same or similar challenges that the current developing countries are facing. So in order to tackle these issues, Japanese government has been promoting regionalization so far. And in the case of water and sewage industries, the wide area consolidation and the public-private partnership are considered to be two important policy directions for the effective solutions.
Urakami goes on to describe the transformation of Japan's fragmented sewage and wastewater industry.
Municipalities are already fragmented. Maximum population of the municipality is Yokohama City, which has 3.7 million people there. And the minimum of the municipality is Aogashima Village, which has only 175 people. So as I explained before, that the sewage entities have to be owned and operated by the municipalities. So the sewage entity is already fragmented due to the ownership structure. So in addition, the number of municipalities decreased due to the municipal mergers, which has been promoted by the Cabinet Office of Japan since 1999. We say the municipal merger as a Great Heisei era consolidation. So therefore, many sewage entities have been subsequently merged during the Great Heisei era consolidation period. So we are thinking that it might be a good way to analyze the consolidation in order to get useful evidences for the policymakers.
Urakami explains the wastewater and sewage experiences of Japan's Hyogo Prefecture, which neighbors Osaka, and the important insights it offers on service consolidation within the sector.
We need to understand how sewage system organized by municipalities and think about the potential benefit of wide area consolidation. And the second one is by selecting a special prefecture and knowing its municipality's population density, the number and location of sewage treatment facilities, the cost structure, etc., so that we can obtain clues to analyze Japan as a whole. This is the reason we conducted the case study. So we selected the Hyogo Prefecture. Japan has a long land in north and south, and the climate is quite different between north and south. Hyogo Prefecture is located in the center of Japan, and only the Hyogo Prefecture is the only prefecture facing Pacific Ocean and the Japan Sea. Hyogo Prefecture has historical 10 subregions. We can understand that most of the municipal mergers occur within the historical subregion, and most of them are in the low density area. So to clarify the differences between urban area and non-urban area, the rural area, we categorized Hyogo Prefecture into two areas, the urban core and non-urban core. The population in northern area and western area is rapidly declining, whereas the population in the urban core and the neighboring municipalities is relatively moderate of the population decline rate. The municipalities in non-urban core has a high cost than the urban core. The density is one of the important cost drivers for the sewage industries.
Urakami concludes by highlighting important cost drivers uncovered from the Hyogo Prefecture case study and lessons for promoting sustainable sanitation across Asia and the Pacific.
Japanese sewage industry has high degree of horizontal separation, fragmentation, as well as vertical organizational differences. So we can begin to understand this situation in the Hyogo Prefecture case study, where various entities are widely distributed. Also, we found some kinds of important cost drivers in sewage industries. For example, the served density, pipe lengths per population, number of plants per population, and entity types and its share, etc. So future empirical studies should take into account these cost drivers, and policymakers must understand these factors correctly and proceed with desirable regulatory and subsidy policies in the future.
This has been Asia's Developing Future, brought to you by the Asian Development Bank Institute in Tokyo. See the show notes for the transcript and related material. For more information about us, please visit adbi.org.